Oh, he's still right there.
That is cool.
If the South is a nation within a nation, then Acadiana, Cajun country, is a whole other nation within that one. Its cultural capital is the city of Lafayette, Louisiana. Around here, unique food traditions run deep, and there's a street where old ways are alive and well, while the young chefs are spicing up tradition with new points of view. It's Pinhook Road, Lafayette, Louisiana. Come on, let's eat the street that way. Lafayette, Louisiana sits at the border of the Cajun Prairie and the Atchafalaya Basin, the largest wetland in America. Before a name change in the 1800s, Lafayette was called Vermilionville, named after Bayou Vermilion. In the early days, the bayou was a highway for smugglers. Where Pinhook Road crosses the bayou, that's where they'd unload their goods. One thing I love about these Louisiana chefs is the way they blur the lines between old-fashioned down-home cooking and up-to-date fine dining. At Jolie's Louisiana Bistro, Chef Greg Doucet enjoys playing a little game of repackaging backwoods bayou foods into contemporary snacks. Fish heads, anyone? We're in the heart of Cajun country, but the style of food that you guys do here at Jolie's, you guys call Creole.
It's Cajun Creole, sort of. It's a sort of fusion, I guess. Cajun is usually one-pot meals using a lot of meat, a lot of caramelization on things, a lot of dark roux, very country. Creole is more New Orleans style. You're gonna have tomatoes in that food, different liqueurs used in there, and you're gonna have all these imported ingredients that were shipped into New Orleans.
Like maybe more of a French influence?
Sure, yeah, or any kind of influence, because it's such a big port city.
I mean, it's kind of a melting pot.
Exactly, it's just one big melting pot, exactly. And so we're sort of like Cajunizing all these Creole dishes.
Cool, very cool. Tell me a little bit about what we're eating today.
This is a redfish, and this came out of the Mermentau River area. You can go out and catch one of these, but it's also of a high enough quality where it can be served in restaurants for very nice plates.
I'm assuming it's the head deep fried because I'm a genius. Can't hide anything from me. I love that about Lafayette and Louisiana, where a lot of what I've seen here is that really using the whole animal, and this is where you kind of get the best of everything. Obviously, you're using the fillets, but you also have the head, the cheeks are just, loaded with flavor. Most of the time, it's probably the best part of the fish that people don't really realize and don't use. So tell me how you make this fish.
You make a batter with flour and our house Creole seasoning that we use, a white flour, salt, white pepper, black pepper, and cayenne pepper. Double battered, so you just let it go in the flour, put it in an egg wash with a few eggs and some milk, back into the flour, fried.
Tell me a little bit about this.
This is a roux.
Okay.
It's got roasted red peppers, so just take all the skin off, all the burn parts, and just get that nice meat. Raw garlic, a little bit of lemon juice, and then mayo, Creole seasoning, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, just blend it up. It's so simple with the fish, and it works well together.
Should we dig in, or?
Let's go.
Oh, I have a little bit of eyeball here.
Eyeballs are good, too.
I ain't afraid of that. That's really good. I mean,
Awesome.
I'm a big fish lover, first of all, so that's kind of a given. The cheeks and all this meat's always very tender. This roux, which is super creamy texture, I feel like it may be a little bit of a Cajunized, Creolized roux.
That's right, that's what we do.
Red pepper really comes out, but the raw garlic in there really adds that bite, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, I love it.
Dude, there's a lot of meat on this.
Yeah. Look at that. In the trash, otherwise.
So, are people freaked out when they walk in here and they see a fried fish head on the menu?
Sometimes they are. Some people are kind of weirded out by it. But other people are really excited about it.
It's really good, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's like falling apart. I know, it's great.
There's something about fried fish that's just real comforting, you know what I mean? Obviously, this is something maybe a little bit different, but you have that crispy exterior. Typically, when you cook something on the bone, it's always more moist and just better.
Right.
And this is what I'm getting here. And you know what? There was a lot of meat on this, man. I hope you have a couple more, because I'm still hungry.
Oh, we got them.
Boudin, tasso, cracklings, and some other funky bits. In the Cajun country around Lafayette, nose-to-tail tradition has been around for hundreds of years. A new generation of Lafayette chefs have made it their mission to keep the legacy alive. Chef Manny Agello is one of their ringleaders. At Bread and Circus Provisions, he's showing why the old smokehouse magic will never go out of style. So tell me a little bit about Lafayette and the food scene.
We're in the heart of Acadiana, Cajun country. You have a whole lot of different cultures playing a part in our food scene. You have the Spanish and German and French. So you have basically it's a big melting pot. But here at Bread and Circus, what our menu reflects is a regional Southern style by using the ingredients that are grown and found here.
Tell me a little bit about the name, Bread and Circus Provisions. What does it mean?
It's an old Roman philosophy. You appease the masses by providing bread, food, and circus games. And that's kind of what our take is, seriously playful food. So we're part smokehouse, we're part butcher shop, part counter service restaurant for lunch, and dine-in small plate for dinner.
You're originally from here, or?
I was born in Sicily.
So Sicilian Cajuns, they're the worst.
Don't trust them.
No, I'm joking. So what are we making today?
Today we're making a boneless pork rib ramen.
So not your traditional Cajun meal.
Yeah, we braise the pork in soy and ginger, and we serve it with miso and udon.
Let's do it. Coming up, smoke them if you got them.
I'm gonna start off with some house smoked bacon.
That looks awesome.
At his restaurant on Lafayette's Pinhook Road, Chef Manny Agello is showing me how he adapts Cajun smokehouse traditions into something not so traditional, boneless pork rib ramen.
So where do we start?
We're gonna start off first by chopping up some vegetables, leeks, garlic, ginger.
So this is kind of a braising liquid that we're making?
It's a braising liquid. We're going to slice up into chunks our boneless pork rib.
Okay.
Next, we're gonna season it with some blackening spice. It's a mix of paprika and cayenne, dried herbs, garlic, and salt.
All right, so everything's ready to go.
We're gonna get some sesame oil smoking hot. We're gonna sear this guy off, rind down, bring in our veggies.
It's starting to smell real good.
We'll drop in our soy sauce next, rice vinegar, and our
Beautiful.
sugar. And this gets popped in the oven, and it'll cook for 3 to 4 hours. So next, we're going to be building our miso broth.
Beautiful.
We're gonna start off with some house smoked bacon. We're gonna
Beauty.
cube this guy up.
That is some serious bacon.
Serious meat. There's also some kombu, it's kelp seaweed. We soak this for a good bit. This with our bacon and some more water are going to steep together for about an hour with some bonito flakes. We make these in house. One of the crazy things that we do, we take shrimp bodies, the shells, and we smoke them. Sort of a smoky, fishy richness.
Wow. So you got the shrimp shells, the kombu, the bacon.
Now we're just ready to crack some ramen into boiling water. Pork is ready to come out of the oven.
I can smell the pork.
Smell that?
Wow.
We'll start off with the noodles, the broth, and then we'll put in our pork. We're going to dress it up with all of our sprouts and pickled quail egg. Serve it with a good pair of chopsticks.
That looks awesome. Just the broth. It's got like all the elements. You know, you're bringing in a little bit of that smokiness with the shrimp shells. Obviously, you're getting a bit of like a seafood taste. You know, when you talk about nose to tail, using the whole animal, you know, pork, yes, we get it. I mean, it's something that you think about. Shrimp, it's very cool. Dude, I want to try the noodles and everything, but the pork is literally like falling apart in my hand.
Yeah?
The pork is really where it's at. Every bite here is making me change my opinion on Sicilian Cajuns. Really?
We're not that bad.
Best ramen I've had in a long time. In an 1830s house, a few yards from the Pinhook Bridge, Cafe Vermilionville stands watch over the bayou and the area's food history, but always with an eye towards fresh ideas. Chef Pat Waters calls his cuisine South Louisiana with a twist. What brings me here today is Chef Pat's French twist on an old lunchbox favorite. Let's check it out. Cafe Vermilionville, it's been here since what?
About the 1830s, 1836.
Wow.
National Registry. It was once used as a Civil War hospital. Since then, it's become a restaurant, and we've been in business for 32 years.
Tell me a little bit about the dishes that are on that classic menu.
We have a steak louis, which is a filet that is stuffed with a Cajun mirepoix.
Holy Trinity?
Carrot, celery, and onion.
But bacon added, a little Cajun twist since we love pork so much.
Because you want to make it good.
And cheese. We also have a fish accordion, which is a local goldfish of our choice, and it was a Parmesan risotto, asparagus, and a Dilbert Blanc.
So tell me a little bit about the dish we're gonna make today.
The dish we're gonna make today is my version of a foie gras peanut butter and jelly.
Oh.
Yes.
Which is on every menu, obviously. So foie gras, which is basically duck liver.
It is fattened
Fatty duck liver.
Yes, correct. Yes. Honey cashew butter and pepper jelly that's made here by a local farmer.
All right, so what do we do to get started?
We're gonna make the cashew butter. We're gonna start with a cup of cashews. Put our honey in here
Beautiful.
and pulse this. Slowly add our olive oil, a couple pinches of salt, and that is it. Next, we will toast our bread, putting up 1 pat of butter in here. This is from our local brioche slider.
Yeah, another classic.
Classic. And in the meantime, if you could grab the foie gras for me, Mr. Chuck. And what the scoring does is it helps to relieve some of the fat out of there and prevents a little bit of the shrinkage.
So
we're
score it
gonna
on both sides.
Both sides. And then we're gonna salt and pepper. Sear the foie gras, nothing in the pan because of its high fat. And in the meantime, we'll get our
Brioche.
bun toasted.
Oh man, look at that. It's actually soaking up all that butter.
You can see it's starting to get nice and brown.
Ah, beautiful.
We want to get a nice hard sear on one side. As you can see, the white puffs of smoke pretty much lets you know when you're getting a nice good sear. Now, usually what I do is I'll cut the heat and I'll let it naturally just sear by itself. And in the meantime, we can add the cashew butter to the bottom of our bun. And then on the top bun, we will use pepper jelly.
So how hot is this?
This is not very hot, but
Okay.
it definitely has a kick to it.
Okay.
Now we're gonna place this right on top of our foie gras, crushed up macadamia nuts, just for another added texture, some green onion. And then the final, we're gonna add a Louisiana strawberry. Makes it look pretty, and it does taste very good. And that is the final dish, sir.
Dude, looks delicious.
Why, thank you.
So what's the technique here? Should I slice it in half so we can both
You
try
should
it?
slice it in half. I would put a little bit of the strawberry on it.
Foie is perfectly cooked.
Thank you, sir. Cheers.
Dude,
Everything comes together pretty good.
this is where it's at right here. Man, that is delicious.
Thank you very much.
Wow. I mean, first thing you get is that bread toasted
Yeah.
in the butter. You have that crunch. It just seems like one bite,
Yeah.
and you're getting it all. You can almost not taste the layers of it.
Yeah.
It just all comes
And
together
then
in
at
that
the end,
bite.
you get a little bit of the heat in the back from the pepper jelly.
I wasn't sure about the strawberry, but it's perfect. Gives that level of acidity, breaks it down just a little bit.
It's not your grandma's peanut butter and jelly, I'll say that.
No, it wasn't, man.
Man.
Thank you so much. That
Thank
was
you.
amazing. Coming up, have I got a tale for you? Woo! We catching some crawfish, baby! According to Louisiana legend, when the Cajuns left their original home in Nova Scotia, they packed a whole bunch of lobster with them for their journey. But when they got here, they shrunk a little. Crawfish are big business around Lafayette. I've hooked a little detour an hour or so west into farm country, where crawfish man Billy Dishler says he can hook me up with a mess of mud bugs to take back to town. What do you guys call these? Ponds?
Crawfish pond, yeah. About 250 acres of crawfish pond.
Wow. When does the season start and when does it end?
We go from January to July.
After crawfish season?
After that, you get them ready to plant rice the following year.
Oh, no
And then
way.
you just rotate, you know,
Rice, crawfish, right. So what, you go out there in the boat and lift up the traps?
Yeah, we'll take the boat, we'll check the traps, dump them out, and sack them up.
Awesome, let's do it.
Let's go.
So this is the boat?
This is it.
I'm actually pretty surprised about the boat that it's actually not a boat.
No.
It's like a floating, I don't even know what to call it. It's got two wheels in the front and that big wheel in the back, and you just kind of...
Go in a foot of water, 2 foot of water, or we can go on land. With the wheel in the back, it pushes through the mud. That's about all you can do is crawfish with this boat.
So Billy, this is it, right? Pull the trap up, push them down in the bags.
Yeah, bait the trap back up, put it back in the water, and
So artificial bait, but normally you use fish?
yeah, in the wintertime we use fish.
Oh, okay.
See how many sacks we can catch in one day? We got about 2,000 traps. You're gonna be there a while.
Woo! We catching some crawfish, baby. What's the most you've ever caught?
We'll catch up to 70, 80 sacks a day.
So how many pounds a day you think we catch?
Probably about 1,500, 2,000 pounds a day.
All right, these bags are looking pretty full.
We're gonna stop right here, we'll tie them up.
How many pounds are in one of these sacks?
You get about 35 pounds in a sack, depending on the size.
Beautiful. Billy, thanks a lot, man. That was a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work, man, but it's a lot of fun.
Glad you enjoyed it.
You mind if I grab one of these sacks?
Go ahead, take one.
All right, you're the man. Thank you.
All right,
I'm gonna boil these up.
good. I know you're gonna enjoy them.
Thanks, man. All right, we've caught them. Now we gotta cook them. Luckily, I know just the place. At Crazy Claws on Pinhook Road. Chef Jeff Hernandez and his crew crank out boiled crawfish by the bag and barrel full. Time to boil some bugs.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Jeff? Did I bring the main ingredient or did I bring the main ingredient?
Oh, yeah.
Freshly caught by myself, no snakes in the bag, guaranteed.
What we're gonna do is gonna add them to our little soak tank right here.
Beautiful. Soak them in there? What's the deal?
All right, we take them from the field or from the pond. They're gonna agitate themselves in here in this water. But all the dirt, every nook and cranny, you know, we're trying to clean them up. Man, those are nice, man. You caught those?
Yeah, man, not bad, huh?
Not bad at all.
What's next? What do we need to do?
Well, we need to start the pot, get it seasoned, get the vegetables in, and then we'll go clean our crawfish.
Let's do it.
All right.
Lafayette tap water?
Boiling water, liquid crab oil, lemon juice, and a hot sauce.
Dry seasoning?
That we make here.
What goes in there?
Your salt, your cayenne pepper, your dehydrated lemon, garlic, onion. Then we're gonna add the vegetables. Corn, your potatoes, mushrooms, whole onion, lemons, your sausage.
I love it. In Lafayette, sausage is a vegetable.
I'm gonna let these boil for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let's
All
go
right.
get these cleaned up.
Let's clean some crawfish.
All right. Watch out, you might get a little wet here. It's a dirty job.
They go from like kind of brown to black with red. The color's pretty amazing.
There's about 4 or 5 different species of crawfish.
Oh, okay. So all mixed up in here?
Yes. Make sure they're all nice and clean. You know, they live in mud.
If you call that living, Jeff. Oh yeah, look at this monster. Sorry, it scared me more than it hurt.
There you go,
All
man.
right, so cleaned, ready to rock. What's next?
They go in the pot.
Love it. Coming up, great food. This place is crawling with it. Oh, you think they're still gonna bite?
Oh, no. They're hot.
Out on the porch at Crazy Claws, the mud bugs are boiled up and ready to rock.
Thank you, sir. Oh, you think they're still gonna bite?
Oh, no. They're hot. Unleash the steam, man.
Yeah, baby.
Smell that.
Oh man, that smells good.
Let's go serve these out on the table.
Are you guys hungry?
We had a surprise.
All right, let's do it. Let's eat. Dude, look at that, man. How do we do this? Show me the Lafayette way.
Pinch the head, twist the tail,
Okay.
take off your first ring,
Take off the first ring.
put it in your mouth and pinch the tail. Should come right out.
That's good, man.
You gotta suck the head with me though.
Oh yeah.
Louisiana tradition.
Let's do it. That's where the flavor is right there, man.
Yep.
How big a deal is crawfish down here?
It's a very big deal. It's a way of life down here. Crawfish is becoming bigger and bigger because of the demand. About 80% of crawfish that's caught in Louisiana gets sent
Everywhere
out
else.
of the state.
Everybody's got their own little seasoning, I would assume.
Some people put sticks of butter in there. You know, everybody has their own little way of cooking crawfish.
They call these mud bugs, right?
Mud bugs, crayfish, crawfish.
Crawdads. I mean, first thing is rip the tail off, and then all that flavor that's in there is phenomenal. I mean, I'm starting to sweat a bit, which is
You
a
know,
good sign. It does have a little spice. It's got a little kick, but it's not crazy. See what I did there? Crazy with the K. Whoa. So tell me a little bit about the dip.
Crazy sauce is what we call it. It's a mayonnaise-based dip, ketchup, a little bit of hot sauce, Worcestershire, lemon juice, salt, cayenne pepper, garlic, onion. I use it for my vegetables, my potatoes, my onion.
The dip's amazing. Honestly, like, I love the taste. I mean, these are great. There's something about, like, working for your meal, too, that's a lot of fun. There's just such a great way of life, and it's such a great tradition. I mean, I couldn't come to Lafayette without doing exactly this, man. So I really want to thank you. This has been really a great
We
experience,
appreciate you, man. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming by.
That was pretty cool.